The heart has its reasons of which reason knows nothing. The only shame is to have none. We sail within a vast sphere, ever drifting in uncertainty, driven from end to end. Justice without force is powerless. Force without justice is tyrannical. Imagination decides everything. Truly, it is an evil to be full of faults, but it is a still greater evil to be full of them and to be unwilling to recognize them, since that is to add the further fault of a voluntary illusion. A trifle consoles us, for a trifle distresses us. It is the fight alone that pleases us, not the victory. The greater intellect one has, the more originality one finds in men. Ordinary persons find no difference between men. When we are in love, we seem to ourselves quite different from what we were before. All men's miseries derive from not being able to sit in a quiet room alone. People are generally better persuaded by the reasons which they have themselves discovered than by those which have come into the mind of others. The supreme function of reason is to show man that some things are beyond reason. When we see a natural style, we are astonished and charmed, for we expected to see an author and we find a person. The finite is annihilated in the presence of the infinite and becomes a pure nothing. So our spirit before God, so our justice before divine justice. If you gain all. If you lose nothing. Wager then without hesitation that he exists. He that takes truth for his guide and duty for his end may safely trust to God's providence to lead him aright. Happiness is neither without us nor within us. It is in God, both without us and within us. Too much and too little wine. Give him none, he cannot find truth. Give him too much, the same. Words differently arranged have a different meaning, and meanings differently arranged have different effects. If we examine our thoughts, we shall find them always occupied with the past and the future. It is the heart which perceives God and not the reason. That is what faith is. God perceived by the heart, not by the reason. Our nature consists in motion. Complete rest is death. Imagination disposes of everything. It creates beauty, justice, and happiness, which are everything in this world. Men blaspheme what they do not know. The greatness of man is great in that he knows himself to be wretched. A tree does not know itself to be wretched. Few friendships would survive if each one knew what his friend says of him behind his back. Human beings must be known to be loved, but divine beings must be loved to be known. You always admire what you really don't understand. Man's greatness lies in his power of thought.